If you have anxious attachment style or you don't even realize it yet, this video is for you. But before we get further into this video, I want to simply mention for you, regardless of what attachment style you have, you are not hard to love, you're not broken, and you're not incapable of it. But I need you to understand this major important part here. Healing is a choice, and it's not anyone else's responsibility. And that is why we see in today's society, culture, internet, social media, we see a lot of people pointing fingers instead of holding accountability and deciding and choosing something different. Okay? But anxious attachment, what is it, you may ask? Okay? It's when your nervous system associates love with uncertainty. Now, where does this stem from? Where does this come from? How does it develop? It comes from childhood, the house you grew up. Example, if you grew up in a chaotic household, you're more likely going to attract chaotic relationship situations that come into your life because you think that, oh, I need validation, I need attention because I fear of abandonment or fear of commitment or that I'm needy. But no, it's not neediness. It's not that this or that. And we all have shit. We all have trauma. But it's a choice to heal. It's a choice to do and show up. Now, excuse me. Oof. This attachment style usually forms from the childhood trauma, the inconsistency, the emotional inconsistency that, oh, if you do this, you get rewarded this. Or you keep doing things that you think you're doing great, but it gets demeaned and rejected. Now you're taught a certain way to be the opposite. Whoa, what the fuck? And it's not your fault. It's not. It's just, now it's about awareness. It's about choosing to heal. It's choosing to be responsible of your own shit. Okay? Now, I would like to also mention this little brief part here that communication and honesty and transparency with yourself and being aware, because awareness is key. Okay, awareness is key. That's why people, like, you gotta understand, knowledge is power, right? But it's about when you start knowing certain things that might make you feel scared, worried, or feared because not a lot of people know, but you know what's going on. You see what times it is. You see what world we're living in. You pay attention very closely. You're very in tuned, right? But do that for every area of your life, especially your healing, okay? And it's not to hate or bash or criticize anybody else or yourself. Be loving, compassionate, and show yourself humility and grace as well as other people, to say the least. Because that's the world we lack right now. But when healing starts when you pay attention to you. You pay attention and you catch yourself in that little spin and spiral that if someone starts taking long to reply or they forgot to respond because they got caught up with work or got caught up doing this or that, but they still come back and then you see, oh, I feel more calm now even though I just spin the fuck out, going crazy, going lunatic mode. And I'm talking as an anxious person myself. I know I have an anxious attachment style. There's different levels. There's low, there's intermediate, there's very high extreme. And it's just about being aware and being honest. Being radically honest with yourself. Call yourself out on your bullshit and communicate that with the person you're interested in or dating or in love with, right? So that they can know, oh, maybe there's certain things we can come to a neutral understanding and agreement that maybe I could do this better so you don't feel that as much. So you don't go into those cycles. But that's not their responsibility only. Two people choosing each other and working on each other while individual is how relationships are truly growing. To connect on that love, to deepen that love. Now, I want to mention this very carefully as I say this, that anxious attachment and avoidant attachment style people really do often attract each other as partners. And it's not because it's fate. It's because there's a familiar sense of connection on a deeper subconscious level or a deeper subconscious level on the patterns and loops and cycles that you have individually gone through within your childhood, within your adulting. And that is why it kind of, you know, compares and contrasts in some sort of way that there's like a, oh, I feel very connected. It feels very familiar. And as one person that has actually dealt with a couple avoidant types, and that later on, as I discovered these attachment styles, even more so on myself, that I started to really see, oh shit, there were times that I was in that type of environment situation. Now I'm connecting the dots. This makes sense now. At the time, you start to just feel deep into that. But the worst betrayal that you could do is lie to yourself, settle for less, think that you don't deserve love, right? And I can make that a whole different video. But one chases closeness, the anxious attachment. The avoidant attachment chooses distance because they both feel suck in some sort of way, right? And the lesson isn't to try harder, to do more this, more that. It's to choose differently. That you have a choice. That you have a choice to heal. That you have a choice to choose love, to be loved. That you have the choice to show up and live a great fucking life across every area and aspect of your, of your life. But I want to close this video off because I feel like I'm running out of things to say, and I just wanted to make a very important point. And I will be talking about things that you could do to, be more aware, to do more healing, to focus more on how to be more secure and regulate a better nervous system, as I'm learning myself, because I'm no different or higher or above anyone, right? I'm speaking as someone with an anxious attachment. So I want to make it like a little more deeper, relatable on different areas of relationships that I have been involved with. And that's what this channel is, and going to the deeper root of things. So you're not broken. You're not too much. You deserve love. You are able and capable to be loved and give love and receive love. That choice is up to you, though. And healing is learning how to regulate, and self-regulation, mental, emotional, spiritual, psychologically, and choose connection over chaos. And I hope you do that more so for yourself in every area of life, especially right now. We're living in a crazy time. But love shouldn't feel like anxiety. It shouldn't feel like fear. It shouldn't feel like whatever it is. Yes, there are moments you go through challenges, obstacles, and different types of emotion because you're disconnecting from the old regulated system that is of dysfunction and chaos to love and connectivity and receptivity. And yeah, it should feel present. That's all I have to say to you, and I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it, and I know at least somebody needed to hear that. Rather you are new, my hair's all over the place, but rather you are new, returning, I greatly appreciate your love and support. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday and enjoy yourself as well, and disconnect and disengage from any type of bullshit going on in the world, and just show up best as you can. You know what I'm saying? And have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Stay blessed. Peace.